Hey, what's going on, you clumsy cloister? Coming at you with some Ogerpon box action. This is Matthew Hubbard's updated build. I showed off his previous build that he played at NAIC. I think ended up making a couple changes from that. But since then, the new set has come out. We're in a new format, and he's back at it again with the Ogerpon box. And this is his most recent build. The only changes he made from his NAIC build is he cut the Bravery Charms for some Ends plans, which we'll talk about here in a second, and then cut a Grass Energy for a basic Water Energy. For those of you who don't know how this deck works, it's mostly kind of like Terra Box. It's mostly a Wellspring Ogerpon box deck. Like that is kind of like the card that gives this deck life. The fact that against those slower stage 1, stage 2 decks, we can be really aggressive with the Torrential Pump of the Ogerpon, the Wellspring Ogerpon EX to take early aggressive prize cards and initiate the prize trade aggressively. And sometimes disruptively, if we go up against like a Gardevoir deck and KO with their only 2 Ralts in play, they're not getting out Candy Guardian next turn. We get some time to build up to our next attacker, or just hit him with another Torrential Pump on the following turn. And the way we get there is we accelerate energy into play with the Teal Mask Ogerpon through its Teal Dance. We play 4 E-Switch, and now we have the new Ends plan in here. Move up to 2 energy from your bench Pokemon to your active Pokemon. Now, there is Poppy in the format, and honestly, maybe Poppy was good in here as well. The Ends plan is a little bit better, though, because it allows us to accelerate 1 energy on each of our Ogerpons and then move them from 2 different Ogerpons on the bench to our active Pokemon, whether that be something like a Wellspring Mask Ogerpon or like an Ursaluna, or you can even do cool plays where, like, if you have a Prism Energy on one of your bench Pokemon and a Grass Energy on one of your bench Pokemon, you can Ends plan and bring both those energy together and move them to your active Clefairy EX and then be swinging with that Full Moon Rondo. So that's pretty cool as well. I think it's called Poppy, right? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Yeah, Poppy's a little bit different. It moves 2 energy from one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. So it can be moved from bench Pokemon to bench Pokemon, but the ability to bring 2 energy from 2 different bench Pokemon to a single Pokemon is much, much more powerful. And also, we don't lack mobility to get the Pokemon that we want in the active. We got the Latias EX. We got Ogerpons that usually have a decent amount of energy built up on them, so we can just retreat one of those into the attacker we want for turn. Stuff like that. And yeah, the Teal Mask Ogerpon is not just a way to accelerate energy into play, to provide energy for our other attackers. It also is a pretty good attacker itself. You do want to be picking second with this deck, and you want to be aggressively looking for a turn 1 Myriad Leaf Shower attack or a turn 1 Torrential Pump, depending on the scenario. Don't overextend with the Torrential Pump, though. I've done that a couple times and definitely regretted it pretty soon. Be okay with just settling for a Myriad Leaf Shower, even if you maybe could pull off a Torrential Pump. Sometimes it's better to like not Squawkabilly and just kind of chill and take your 1 prize card, especially if you got a turn 1 knockout going second and your opponent didn't get like a bunch of basic Pokemon in play. You're already going to be at a nice tempo advantage to begin with, so don't overextend. I do that a lot with this deck to try to go for the big Torrential Pump plays, and it is fun to pull off, of course, but you regret it a couple turns later when your bench has like Squawkabilly and the Mew or some other Pokemon to be able to draw extra cards on the beginning of the game, and then you end up in a little bit of a funky scenario where you can still win, but you probably made it harder on yourself than you needed it to be. So yeah, Grass Ogerpons, it gets our energy in play, and then of course it is a good attacker as well. We got the 2 Cornerstone Mask Ogerpons, which basically is just for Charizard and Golden Go. I can't think of any other matchup where this is like super powerful. Of course, there can always be like weird, unique situations in the mid-late game in matchups where your opponent only has Pokemon with abilities in play, or the only Pokemon that can threaten us have abilities in play, and then going into a Corner Mask Ogerpon can be pretty cool. We've got the double Clefairy in here. It's really important for the Dragapult matchup, of course. We don't have to just attack with Clefairy in the Dragapult matchup. Of course, it turns Dragapult's weakness to Psychic, so we can attack with stuff like Mew, or even the Latias. I would try and avoid attacking with Latias. Mew is definitely way better if we're going to attack with something that takes 3 energy cards. Using that genome hacking to KO the Dragapult, but then also put 6 damage counters on the bench, picking up like a Badoo KO or a Duskull KO is super, super strong. So look out for that play. Ursaluna, of course, is just kind of our late game closer. Up against matchups like the Raging Bolt matchup, we can like initiate with a Torrential Pump to KO like a Fan Rotom and a Hoot Hoot, or if they have a 2-prizer in the active, we could use Clefairy, and then you can follow that up with like another Clefairy or an Ursaluna, get a couple energy on it with the Ends plan or the energy switches, and then we could Nitrate for another Ursaluna to close out the game or something like that in that matchup. So that kind of all just depends. Pheasantipity for the draw power, Iron Bundle for a little bit of, I don't like to call Iron Bundle a gust effect. It's like bench disruption, bench manipulation, whatever you want to call it. Usually when you use Iron Bundle, it favors you and does not favor your opponent. Your opponent does not like it when you use Iron Bundle, unless you shouldn't be using the Iron Bundle. Make sure you stop and think for a second of all the things your opponent could send up before you use Iron Bundle, because you don't want to use it and then be like, well, actually, if they send up that Pokemon, that wouldn't be very good. Latias for the mobility, Mew as well for some mobility with that free retreat and some draw power. Squawkabilly for that early aggression for the draw to pull off a turn 1 attack. Like I said, choose second, try and pull off some kind of turn 1 attack to put the pressure on your opponent. Even attacking with Clefairy on that first turn is usually more than enough. Now, I'm sure some of you are going to be curious, Azul, why no Area 0? And honestly, I'm coming around on the idea of the Area 0s a little bit. Our bench can get a little cramped sometime, especially when you misplay and bench the wrong Pokemon. But if you play pretty reasonably, we usually don't feel like we have that much restriction on our bench. But on top of that, it wouldn't be bad to be able to just go wide for a turn and then really take full advantage of 8 bench spaces. And then if our opponent bumps the stadium, we're probably fine with that at that point. So maybe there'd be room to include 2 to 3 Area 0 in this deck. I haven't experimented with that at all myself, but something you could try out, see if it works. Maybe even cutting something like the Penny would be a place to start. The Penny is pretty cool at getting liabilities out of play in quite a few situations. I have used it quite a bit, but I could see maybe that being a cut to experiment around with being able to go a little bit wider with the Area 0s. For the supporters, 3 Boss, 3 Iono, 3 Research, and now the 2 Ends plan alongside the 1 Penny. This feels pretty comfortable overall. I wouldn't hate a 4th Research. I usually find that's the supporter I'm looking for at the mid and late game situations, but I don't think I'd cut an Iono for a 4th Research. Having the 3 Iono feels better than the 4th Research, but if I was going to try and add one more supporter into the deck, I think it would be a 4th Research. 4 Energy Switch, of course, to move our energy off our Teal Mask. 3 Ultra Ball, 4 Nest Ball, and 2 Terra Orb in the deck for the Pokemon Search cards, 3 Earthen Vessel, 2 Night Stretcher, and then 4... Oh, I forgot about a really important card of the deck. That is the Ogre's Mask, which allows us to aggressively swap between our Ogerpons in play. And specifically, this is really, really powerful at helping us chain the Wellspring Mask Ogrepons, because we can Torrential Pump, spread some damage into play, and then we can build up energy on our benched Teal Mask Ogrepons, and if our opponent KOs our Wellspring Mask Ogrepon, or if we get the other one in the discard pile, we can then turn our Teal Mask Ogrepon into a Wellspring Mask Ogrepon, and then attack again with another Torrential Pump. So the Ogre's Masks are really, really good at helping us chain Torrential Pumps. So one thing you want to look for to do aggressively, depending on the matchup you're up against, if you want to Torrential Pump a lot, is to find your second Wellspring Ogre Mask and get it into the discard pile. And that's where the Terra Orbs come really in handy, because it searches our deck for a Terra Pokemon and it puts it into our hand, which we can then try and discard with Ultra Ball or Earthen Vessel, unlike Nest Ball that puts it directly on the bench, of course. So look out for that play. It's pretty big to be able to actually take advantage of our Ogre's Masks. Ogre's Masks are basically not only in here for the Wellspring Mask Ogrepon, but that's where we get the most use out of them. I do find myself sometimes recovering Grass or recovering the Teal Mask Ogrepons sometimes as well. Like after we use our first Torrential Pump, sometimes our opponent ignores our initial Wellspring Mask Ogrepon and they go after our Teal Masks or something like that, and then we can turn the Wellspring Mask Ogrepon back into a Teal Mask and actually still continue to get value out of it. And then for the energy split here, 7 Grass, like I mentioned, Matthew did put in a Psychic and a Water. And then we have the 3 Prism Energy and the 1 Legacy Energy. Legacy Energy is actually pretty good for a prize trade in quite a few situations, specifically up against stuff like Raging Bolt. It can be really, really good if we're forced to kind of take a first knockout on like a 1 prize Pokemon and they respond and take a 2 prize knockout. If we can find Legacy Energy at that point, if our opponent wants to get another 2 prize knockout through our active, they have to only take a 1 prize knockout effectively because of Legacy Energy, and that gives us we basically regain control of the prize exchange at that point. So Legacy Energy is actually pretty clutch for that. If I was going to try a different A-Spec in the deck, Prime Catcher would be pretty reasonable, to be honest, but I think the Legacy Energy is definitely the way to go, because I feel like it comes up really, really often where it's like, okay, now they're drawing 1 less prize card, or it makes things awkward for stuff like Gardevoir. If we put the Legacy Energy on a Teal Mask Ogrepon and just kind of start drawing prize cards in the mid-game after we've maybe used a Torrential Pump, they all of a sudden can't one-hit KO our Teal Mask Ogrepon without taking 1 less prize card. They'd have to like punch it with Gardevoir, and then next turn use Monkey Dory to play around the Legacy Energy, because if they take the KO with Monkey Dory moving damage to the Teal Mask Ogrepon, the effective Legacy Energy doesn't trigger, and they get the 2 prize cards. But it would give us the set up Teal Mask Ogrepon for an extra turn, which is a big deal. Having 1 more turn of an attacker in the Guardy matchup is a pretty big game changer, so it is good for that as well. And that's it. That's the build. Let's jump into some action, and I'll show y'all how it runs. Is it just over? Can't Iron Bundle. It's not like they're doing anything, I guess. Probably get asked a lot, but what's the actual deck you're considering for Worlds? Quad Slugma. Big Slug Enjoyer. What the fuck? I just prep the Fez? Dude. What is even the dude, what is the play here, dude? I don't even know. Iron Bundle? You can't. There's a Klefki in the active. What does box mean in the name of these decks? It just means like the deck has a lot of options that you use consistently. It just means toolbox. Box just means toolbox. It means options. Like Dragapult attacks with Dragapult. Ogrebox attacks with Grass Ogerpon, Fighting Ogerpon, Ursaluna, Clefairy, Ogerpon, even Mew can come up. You think top players are shouting their decks with Worlds a few days away? I mean, asking me the question is like, I think fair, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, but shoot, do I want to sit here and play this? I mean, they haven't really done anything. Why not call it Gardevoir box? Sometimes, like, I mean, someone had like a good reasoning for this recently. They were like, there's not like multiple Gardevoir decks to like distinguish between. Can I get this in the active this turn? There's not like multiple Gardevoir decks to distinguish between, but there's like Terra Box is different than Ogre Box, and simply playing a deck with Ogerpon is not the same as not. Yeah, it's like not unreasonable. But yeah. Damn it. Oh. I was hoping they wouldn't have. Well, they still have a 0-card hand though, right? Do you mind if we can take a photo with you at Worlds? Yeah, that's fine. Reason you want to get Gardevoir out every game. Yeah. Well, that's why like Jelly Guardy is called Jelly Guardy, and then there's Guardian and there's Jelly Guardy, but Jelly Guardy is like the distinction. But they both have a lot of attackers that they use different attackers with. So you could call it Guardy Box. It just, I don't know. There's no like hard and fast rule to it. It's just, yeah, it's just like not that. Yeah, there's no hard and fast rule. Kind of just whatever you want to do, to be honest. Let's be real, it's Monkey Box. True. Or so they have, or do they have Psychic Energy in here? They don't. So they have Gardevoir and nothing else. All right. So I think I just retreat, and then I Fez the Clefairy for 100. Not going to retreat with that. Or... no. I retreat with the Psychic. All right, here we go. Cruel Arrow. Dude, if they top deck here, I'm gonna be so sad. Just let me KO the Clefairy and then beat me afterwards. Like, I'm not gonna win anyways. Just dead draw for a single turn, please. Did we just KO the keys here? I don't think so. Oh, should I just KO the keys here? Actually, maybe you're not wrong. Why didn't he Adrenaline Brain? Because the keys are in the active. Okay, you're maybe right. We maybe should have just KO'd the keys there. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really like think about that too hard. Yeah, we could have just KO'd the keys there. I'm locked in on the Clefairy play now though, so we keep sniping. No! Gosh darn it. Wait, no, we're still fine though. This is still fine. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Probably Mind Bend. That's fine. That's fine. We're still here. We're still here. This is still a game. This is winnable. It's winnable. And then what? Mind Bend the active. Okay. Just flip heads. Honestly, that might be the play here. Okay, so I can go. Start to cycle these first. Oh, my Iron Bundle's prize. I was gonna go for like an Iron Bundle play here. All right. Boss would have been pretty good here, yeah. Should we switch grass off Fez? Well, I'm thinking about keeping it on Fez as like an attacker. I don't know. Save Penny? No, I'm kind of down to use Penny, to be honest, now. How much does this shuffle back in? Fuck. Let's go for the flip. All right, we're flipping, we're flipping. Yes. Let's go. I honestly maybe should just Cruel Arrow the Klefki, though. Tangelos might have been right. That might have just been the play. I have to remember Sob is a thing we can use in this matchup as well to like slow down the game. They still only have one Psychic in the... One Psychic in there. Yeah, Monkey for weakness? No, KO in the Clefairy is definitely the better play, I think, for sure. Before it starts to get healed out of range. Which it could start to get healed out of range. Can't let them have that. Can't let them do that. I can't be having that. I mean, now we just start like free firing with the water pawn, right? We're just like pawn after pawn after pawn. Down 2 bravery charms. Fail? You don't say. So if I bundle here, I think I just bundle freely here, yeah. Oh my, ends plan? Hold up, what's this do again? I kind of want to penny this out of play right now so I can't get like scream-tailed easily. I could like, what if we E-switched off this to here? Go down another prism. Penny. Bench it. Torrential pump. There was an energy attachment away from pumping again. They probably should have got another monkey off the artisan, so if I bundled... Well, I don't know if they know that I play bundle, but... Maybe I shouldn't have played the E-switch, to be honest. No! They're back! Chill! Just give me a chance! Just give me a chance! We just have to KO 2 1 prizers or 2 hit KO this Guardvor to win. I have Mew, I have Fez. The deck is loaded with grass energy. We're chilling, we're chilling, we're chilling, we're chilling, we're chilling. Top deck Earthen Vessel or grass energy, you know, I'll take one or the other. What's on the bottom of my deck now? Double grass. And Monkey last time would have put us in the exact same spot, except we didn't need bundle. Instead of what, KO and the Clefairy? You think Straight Paul is better into Grim? Because you can double Monkey. It's hard to set up 2 monkeys in that matchup. I don't think that matters too much. But shuffle the deck. Retreat. Oh, there was a... Oh, it was a Psychic Energy. I was like, oh, I had an energy in there. What the heck? But no, it was a Psychic. Honestly, setting up another one of these seems pretty good. Research for... Or restart, excuse me. Restart for 1 into research. Ooh, not bad, though. Not bad. No complaints. No notes. Very good. Very chill. Very cool. Very wow. Give me that legacy energy, though. One time. Legacy up top. Nope. All right. Never lucky. What the heck? I don't even really want to Iono them, but I want to like cycle my deck along because I'm so close to winning. I just need to find energy. They have like 3 energy in the discard pile. They got enough. I'm a cycle. I gotta worry about myself here. Gotta do me, you know? Alright, while I play out their next turn, I'm gonna go put my food in the microwave. Why did I mute my freaking mic? What'd they do? Dude, nothing. This is pathetic, bro. Step it up. Come on. That's all you got? Yo! Step it the fuck. Research? Energy? I just have Dusk against Grim since Dusk only has 6 HP. It's not that hard. It's not like they can threaten the... They can threaten it at some point, but they can't threaten it that aggressively. You get a Duskull down turn 1. You're doing them as well, so it's not like they can like Candy Grim or anything like that super aggressively. I need an energy here, though. Or just play the ball. I don't need to boss KO this turn. I don't have to do that. If I just attack the active this turn, I'm feeling pretty confident. So, So I'm wondering if I should play the boss to try and draw the extra card off the research, or... Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. Wait, what the heck? Did I not have a Latias in play? I'm so confused. Oh, I could have put Latias in play over the 3rd Ogerpon. I probably should have done that, to be honest. You just need energy, bro? Yeah, well, I'm just saying if I should play the boss first, or if I should, like, play for, like, just punching the active here is still pretty good, is what I'm saying. Wait, what are you guys not understanding about what I'm saying? You have game? If I get an energy, yeah. I'm saying, should I play the boss and then draw the extra card off restart, or should I just, like, hold out for research? Dude, what do you guys not understand about what I'm saying? Okay, well, we top decked E-Switch, so I made it easy. Like, the decision to make there until I top decked E-Switch was, do I play boss first to draw the extra card off restart, or do I hold off on playing the boss? Because if I restart into if I restart into research, simply attacking for the turn is like good enough. You not ask Tord about Big Onion. Poffin. Dude, Poffin TM Evo with the Klefki and the active is so cringe. They just get the TM Evo with it as well? Are you kidding me? All right, prize a Curlia at least. You prize a Curlia though, right? Or it's in your hand. Oh yeah, same. Insane rat behavior, bro. What the fuck? I mean, I just have to boss this thing, right? I don't see a better like if I just research here, like I cannot win. I'm killing this thing. It's going down. These are all good cards. Latias is good. The mobility is good. This is good for another Ogerpon. Is it the Psychic Energy the weakest card here? It actually might be. Wait, what if I had... No, I can't draw the nuts here like that, right? I was like, what if I had the not double KO on Curlia? Honestly, at this point, that'd be justified. The heck? Have the mobility. Maybe their follow-up's not that strong, right? Like, they had all that. What could there possibly be in their hand? All right, I'm going with my food. Wait, did they whiff? Oh, fuck. They only have 2 seconds to work with, so it's a mind bend angle. Mind benderoo. Have they attached for turn yet? So they could retreat to Gardevoir here actually and hope to get an energy off the restart. I guess could be the play. Because attacking with the Monkey Door here is like super weak. On the reel, I know these questions get annoying, but is Ho-Oh Box worth learning? Or do you think it's just another fluke style deck? I don't know about fluke style deck, but the deck's not very good. Joust. Yo, End's plan? End's got a plan, and it's to cook you. Wait, is it basic energy? Oh no, thank goodness. Damn, End, that's quite the plan! Holy shit, you fucked them, buddy. Let's go. I didn't know End fucked like that, bro. What? I mean, cooked like that. What the fuck? Not like that. All right, winnable now all of a sudden. Yeah, man. Yeah. Man. I can't believe you bullied him for his plan earlier. Oh, I mean, his previous plan was shit, though. What the heck? Insane plan there, N. Whiff? No Iono? Got him! Where do I get a list for this deck? It's in the Discord. In the cord. Okay, now I don't know what we're gonna do here to get our last couple prize cards. I'm not gonna lie. This seems like it could be tough. I'd been planning that for a hot minute. Insane plans. Oh shoot. Oh, that's a bigger turn than I thought. I'm not gonna lie. The Ultra Ball was unexpected. Yeah, push the 55 months there, Villa. So I remember you mentioning that most Worlds competitors would, so should have locked in their deck in a week or so ago. At what point do you lock in your decks? As have you picked one for this Worlds? I've not locked in a deck yet. Oh, what the fish? I've not locked in a deck yet, and something else I was gonna say with that as well. When I'm gonna lock in my deck is just gonna be when I come up with the deck I'm gonna play. I don't know when that is. Whenever it happens, and I'm like, oh, that's what I'm playing. Then that's what I'm playing. As of right now, I don't know what I'm playing. Just research and see what's up. I could sob this thing. You think they actually play big fish? Is it just little fish, or is they got big fish as well? What are they cooking over there? I think I should just take the KO, right? Like, we should keep putting the pressure on. I got the legacy to put on it as well, which is kind of sick. Kind of sick, nasty. The legacy energy they can easily play around, but it does force them to like leave my attacker setup, which is kind of good for me. How's a Guardian player always out of cards? True, what the heck? Lock in. Where's your Fez, buddy? I've thought about playing Hearthstone Ogerpon. Oh, Hearthflame Ogerpon. No, I've never tried it. It's like you never really would set it up as like an initiator. It's like using there to like use with the mask, but honestly, that could be cool in this matchup specifically, because what they can do in this matchup is just punch you with Guardy and then KO you next turn, but then you could turn it into the Hearthstone Ogerpon, the Hearthflame Ogerpon. But Matthew Hubbard, the guy who created this deck, said it wasn't that good, so I never tried it myself. But if he says it's good, then I would try it. But I just kind of living off his word. So sent you a list on Discord. Got phase 2 on Smart Tourney, but I'm too bad. Play Luna, by the way. In the list you sent me. Did you just send it to me? Or is it the one you sent to me 2 days ago? Oh my god, there's too much going on in this deck. There's like 6 million things in there. Waterpon Charizard. Dude, that's the whole goddamn squad. They're not KOing it though. Yeah, see, they're not going to KO it though. Which is correct. They shouldn't KO it. But now I'm just going to Waterpon for the win every time, right? End's playing off the top. Oh, dude, second End's plan would just go... Would be insane. We have decent odds here of actually winning the game, for sure. I have a boss as well. How much are we hitting for? Oh, 210 on this thing, but... I was like, yo, 210? Move one energy up, knock out the Mew. So it has to be something like... We also win with Mask, right? If we get the Mask, we also win. Oh, I don't have Mew in here. Fuck. Mew's prize. So is it just knockout active? That sucks. I'm not sure how I want to play this. I'm going to get the Fez, I think. Bundle Sob. Oh, because if I bundle, they can just push Ralts. If I Iron Bundle here, it doesn't really do that much, right? No, I think I should just take the KO. Taking the KO just puts the most pressure on them for sure. Boss out. I could do that. I could boss. What am I hitting for 150 here? Boss Sob? But Boss Sob what? Boss Sob doesn't even seem that good. Like, what would I Boss Sob? They have 2 rare candy left. Second Guardy. Boss Sobbing is just so weak. I think just taking the KO is the best play. Motivate was nuts. Nah, Motivate is hella weak too. Dude, the prize card has got to be the move, right? The prize card's got to be the move here. Like, I kind of want to do this, actually. And then E-switch from this guy to the Ursaluna. And then bench this. And then knock out. Oh, I like this. I'll just kill it. Only Mew makes sense. Okay, Sob Mew. There could be something there with the Sob on the Mew, to be honest. Sob Mew. How many energy do they have gone? I Sob the Mew. True. Sob. There could have been something with Sob Mew. I agree. Sob Mew could have been something. So unfortunately, my Mew is prized. I wasn't able to like go for more that turn, but Ursh with Iron Bundle is like a pretty good combo here. Unless they if they get Candy Guardia out, then it's like not as good, obviously, but it still works with boss. Curly is still on the bench, so Ogerpon can still win through that because I still have 3 E-switch and an ends plan left. We got the juice. So what would we have to see in the format to pick Terra Box over this deck? Just be okay with losing to Grimmsnarl, to be honest. Which, honestly, I'm like not against. Wait, am I getting sobbed? Uh-oh. That's kind of dangerous, actually. See, this is why I didn't boss Sob, because I actually would have just helped them. There's got to be a Sob, right? No! Not the Sob. Oh, no, not Sob. Don't Sob me. Actually, maybe I do this. I can get him back, you know what I'm saying? Nah. Wait, do I stop this? No, because I want to be able to retreat, right? I think go after the Monkey Dory here because I don't want to actually be able to like I don't want to be able to go like Iono Guardy KO and be like, well, fuck it, I guess here we are. They can mind bend me though if they want. That's chill. I'm okay with that. Mind benderoo. So mind bend it up. Dude, kill it. Kill my Ogerpon. I know you want to do it. Kill him. Do it. Let me draw with Fez. They kind of have to give that to me now, though, right? How do I actually ever lose this scenario, right? I feel like I can't lose this. They're just not outputting enough damage fast enough. I'll eventually draw into a win condition. Do you fly, Azul? Wednesday. They might just be playing just the fish, to be honest. It might be just the fish and just the Klefki. Honestly, the closer we get to Worlds, the more I think Grimmsnarl is not that good of as good of a play, to be honest. This is like my most recent revelation. Grimmsnarl is fine, but 100% a deck that's fine to lose to. And Guardy doesn't even have a terrible Grimmsnarl matchup to begin with. And then on top of that, I was gonna go somewhere else with this. Where are we going with this? And then on top of that, D's. On top of that, yeah, what if you like played with the, watching them use the Klefki? Like maybe that's your out to Golden Go as Guardy. To slow down Golden Go, you just get Klefki involved, and then I don't know, maybe it works. Just a thought. Are we about a 2-0 big onion here? You don't got it like that, onion. Take a Monkey Door twice next turn for 60. This onion is cooked. Wait. Need a grass energy to win here? It's gotta be free, right? If I whiff this, bro, it's time to retire. Actually, what were the odds of me whiffing that? It had to be like 0, right? It had to be like 0 odds of whiffing right there. So they think when next turn they would need E-switch. Yeah, they're like a couple turns away, right? What's the difference between losing and conceding? Besides the obvious of one is giving up, the other one is playing it out. In terms of like at a tournament, it's nothing. It's the same thing. It's a loss. It's just a loss. Another day in the office for the Rat King. You think World Sub is required for GOAT status? I don't know. Maybe. I haven't really thought about it too hard. No, I would say no. The answer is actually just no. I actually take that back. The answer is literally no. Because, like, we could sit here and be like, well, if Tord got second in the next 10 World Championships, it's like, all right, he's the GOAT. Like, no one would argue that, right? Well, I mean, I guess someone could. I wouldn't argue that. I think the answer is no. I think the answer is no. Yeah, so we can actually do a really cool lineup here to get the mask into effect off the rip, like this. So then all we need is one more grass spawn and an E-switch. Or grass spawn and... Ooh. Let me just... Come on. Let me get this. Let me get this. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let me... Okay, hold up. Hold up. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Wait, I used restart. I still have squawk. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Actually, I don't even know if I'm doing this correctly. Oh, no, I can do like this, right? This can set up for like the ends plan as well. Wait, but then I can go, hold up. I can go further. Oh, come on. Just give it to me one time. I don't even know if it's correct to extend like this, but the possibility of the play is too juicy to not play for. Fuck, that's not what I wanted, man. Dude, I need a single E-switch. It's not even a lot to ask for. And I don't even win the game guarantee. It just puts us in a pretty good spot. Like, come on. Hook me up here, bro. Brother. Actually, I shouldn't have done that yet, because I actually don't know if I'm going to get anything off this. I could just grab Clefairy, to be honest. or Latios, so they can't be super annoying. But then they could keep me bench locked and I can never get access to Clefairy, which would be really bad. I could just grab nothing as well. Just grab a Clefairy. We always make it work. Nah, that's not true though. I actually think I should just leave the bench space open. Or you switch in the deck. If I bench lock myself with Clefairy, I don't get Latios, which sucks. They're gonna start gussing stuff up and being annoying. Nah, let's grab Clefairy. Because it like forces them to respect the Clefairy, or like at least kill my Mew or something. There's also -1 card in the deck to increase the odds of E-switch. Oh, thank goodness. It gives us a turn back, but we don't just win. The game is not over yet. The game is not over yet. Very losable, very losable. I maybe should have got Latios though. I don't know. I actually don't know what was correct to get there. Azul, can I be in contention for the Go to PTCG? I've never entered a tournament. I have 127 points on PTCG Live. Seems reasonable. Because this placement just is not even more impressive than a singular win. Yeah, especially like, I mean, we all just, like, in the Pokemon TCG, you have just less control than something like... Oh my gosh. Losable. How is it losable? This is how. Then this is maybe why, dude. Should I just be? I think I should just be attacking with grass pawns early. Like, because if I just have grass pawns set up, chilling, swinging, I don't know. I got Sob. This is a problem with not putting Latios in play as well, to be honest. I can play Goldengo today. Probably yeah. We'll play some Goldengo after this. Yeah, what's gonna say about Pokemon is like you can like in Pokemon you have less control than like other things like sports and stuff like that as well. It's like a thing to think about. Would have been better to pump and not shuffle the energies back in so you could boss the next turn. Ooh, there could have been something there actually. That could have been a play. I actually don't hate that. Yeah, I actually don't hate that, to be honest. Are you going first or second blind with Ogre Box? Go. I know this. Why am I? Go second. Yeah, second. Wait, should I have done that actually? I could have just attached a Waterpon and passed. That might have been better actually. What's the process for Worlds this year? Back to the spreadsheet? No, just play a lot of Pokemon, pick a deck. Ogre's locked in for Worlds? Nope. It's actually crazy how much Wolfie has won so much in VGC with how much variance there is. I feel like there's less variance in VGC than TCG, right? Or am I wrong? You're playing Enzoro after this, right? Sure, why not? I think I should have just chilled though, because this gives him like the chance to just counter catcher this again, and then this is stuck, right? I feel like I should have chilled. There are less players in VGC too? Sure, yeah. Less variance in TCG, yes. Depends on the format. Well, have you played in the UK? For EYC, yeah, for London. There's something you can really do against Typhlosion playing Golden Go, or is it just GG? I mean, you can win the matchup. You just gotta take prize cards fast and hope that they whiff. Or yeah. See, this is the problem. I shouldn't have retreated. I shouldn't have retreated last turn. Definitely a mistake. I should have just like chilled. Yeah, because sobbing here doesn't like isn't like very high value at all. Sobbing here like does nothing. I actually might just KO with Clefairy this turn. We'll see. I can Golden Go beat Typhlosion. You just attack and pray. You can't. It's a bad matchup. I can play Murano today? No. The only deck I'm for sure playing today is Golden Go. Would you be more interested in the card game / development side or the live stream hosting side if you had a choice to work in one? Live stream hosting side for sure. Yeah, I think I just hit him with the plan here. So I can go like cycle 1. Him with a plan. Attach here. Restart for 1. How many nitrogen do I have left? 1. Moon Rondi. I'm playing this deck without ends. Don't have them. But I have 2 penny, 3 stretchers. Yeah, the stretchers are definitely a pretty high value card in the deck for sure. You can't argue against a double penny as well. That card's been pretty clean. Here we go. I was going for second pump there. I don't think so. I lose too many options on board by doing that. This is another problem with like going for this over the reach I keep going for on the first turn is I end up with no bench space because I keep using Squawk on the first turn of the game. I end up with no bench space. That's about Zard. I've been testing with Ghost, no Pidgeot, and I kind of like it, but I think I'm missing something. I mean, from my experience with Charizard this format, that feels like the best way to play Charizard, but I still just don't like Charizard very much. I don't like Charizard very much in general. Did they actually whiff? Oh, they had to get access to the energy. Sure, yeah, that works. Why not play Area Zero? Just doesn't feel necessary. Just gotta play better around my bench. I could Water Pond this turn, to be honest. I could just Water Pond this turn. I could also Boss Sob this. Oh, we'll see what they do. They don't have any Dusknoir stuff, so... I mean, I would love to go Mew Knockout, the active, but I only have that if I top deck a Clefairy, so... I need Nitrogen Nest Ball, Ultra Ball. I mean, the Clefairy itself also works. So, there's that. You know what? Not bad. And then... Genome Hacking. Phantom Dive. I actually, there's got to be I want to be able to win with Motivate and Sob, right? So I like 5 there. Maybe just 1 here. I don't know. Yeah, sure. I literally just saw the reel with the Prime Catcher. They still have Neo Upper, so... Dude, the game's just never over, bro. They never whiff Neo Upper as well. They always have it. I mean, they see so many cards. They're bound to have it, but... Dragapult cycles so many cards, man. This deck honestly seems better than some decks in consideration for Worlds. Not an A tier, but good in the right hands. Yeah, the deck's like solid. This list doesn't run Area Zero. If bench space is gonna be a problem, or is it usually not a problem? It's not always a problem. It just sometimes comes up towards the mid-late game. I don't know what you'd cut for the Area Zeros, though, to be honest. Like, the deck doesn't have much space. Like, there's so many things you'd want in this deck. Like, a third Nitrogen would be nice. I mean, can't argue against, like, another Vessel or something like that. Isn't Terra Box just better? I don't know. Doesn't seem that way. Both decks seem pretty good. Uh-oh, here we go. Ursaluna. That's not very good. I have no draw power on board. Oh, no. This is bad. 0 draw power, no energy. Not that energy would really make a huge difference. I guess it could motivate maybe. Yeah, all in on the Mew, but we have no backup. So it's 4 Prism or 3 Prism, 1 Psychic? It's 3 Prism, 1 Psychic, 1 Water. I just copied Hubbard's most recent build. That's what he had. Oh, I'm just gonna push this guy, I guess. We're back, baby. Let's go. Oh. Not chalked yet. One E-switch. I only have one E-switch in here. I don't have a ton of options, to be honest. I'm just gonna flip the script first. Can I even attack? I could sob this, right? Like out of energy. Or I could motivate to my Ogrepon. That's probably the move, is motivate to Ogrepon, right? Sob and pump. I don't think sob and pump's an option for me here. Yeah, sob and pump I don't think is an option here. Clefairy damages? No, Clefairy's still not doing enough. Nice Stretcher, that. Yeah, I think it's got to be the play, right? Top the Bear, then Boss of Lucha. Oh, true. That is a play, yeah. Sure. Sure. Stop the Latios retreat, which they still have access to. Yeah, sure. How many Iono do they even have left? 1 Iono left? They might not have it, but they're likely to have. Actually, if it's in the deck, they have it. Just wondering how you feel about Mo Rotom counter gain after 24 hours. I mean, still seems not great. Yeah, seems not great. Are you ready to accept Yellow Cooked? Yeah, it does not seem great. I don't know, it doesn't seem great. Ooh, okay, this is still weird though. They got the Monkey Dory now. I do have, oh my gosh. This is so bad, right? I still just lose. I'm gonna lose. Well, now I can boss sob the Fez. And it comes down to who draws first. Yeah, I gotta like boss sob Fez now. How many gusts do they have left? A lot of boss. Oh no, dude. Wait, now they're out of bench space to... How many energy do they have left? Dude. So is going second more comfortable for this deck? Yeah, definitely blind second. Is it overcooked? Boss Lucha? Sabalucha wins? No? Well, no, because they have Monkey Dory. I feel like if I boss this turn, they just go retreat. So I can't boss this turn. I have to wait. Well, I can't retreat my active anyway, so there's no reason to boss because they're just going to retreat and then I won't be able to sob. So I have to like... When I boss Sabalucha? But one, I can't. Also, they healed it. They literally healed the Halucha with Monkey Dory. If I boss here, they just retreat, so I definitely have to wait. Just pass. Can't the Ursa just hit you? Yeah, but they have 3 prize cards left, so they don't win. So this turn I'll sob the Ursaluna and I'll save my boss. They do deck out eventually. They're out of Iono now as well. They don't play super odd. So they just have 8 cards in deck here. I eventually draw the cards for the Torrential Pump as well. Oh, but they have bosses left too here, though. They have all their boss left. What are your considerations for Worlds? Golden Go. Oh, now they're gonna boss my Waterpon, I guess? Seems pretty good. Boss scale Waterpon. What's my play to that? I have the cards in deck to set up a Clefairy here. I guess that's what I'm playing for here. If these straight pult, they'll have Turo. It's Dusk, but people sometimes play Turo in there anyways. Ursaluna's still in deck. I have a Night Stretcher. It's not, but I have a Night Stretcher. I'm just gonna send up the Clefairy and see what we top deck. Oh, maybe I should have sent up Squawkabilly to motivate, actually. Yeah, maybe I should have sent up Squawk to motivate. Do I have a boss left? Can I actually draw a game here? No. They have no hand disruption. They can't move. They could have... They could have Neo. They could have Turo, Latias, Neo Upper Evolve. Okay. Oh, but they have Turo, Latia. They could Turo the Ursaluna, push up this, bench Ursaluna, Latias. So if they have Turo, I always lose, I guess, right? Delay for a turn? Does this actually delay for a turn? They Turo the Ursaluna, push up Halucha. Push up Monkey Dory, bench it. No, I always lose to Turo here, right? I always lose to Turo. Masking to Cornerstone? Oh, I could have done Cornerstone. Yeah, I could have done Cornerstone. So I could have turned this into Cornerstone. Okay. I could have... Oh, but Cornerstone would die to Pult. Oh, there's like no good answer. But I think I should run to Latias just in case of... No, but if they have Turo on Ursaluna, they always win, right? It doesn't matter. I just have to hope they don't have Turo, right? I have to literally hope they don't have Turo. If they have any way to switch out the Ursaluna and then back into the active, we just lose. No Church for a bundle? No, it doesn't ever win me the game. I don't think it matters. I'm just gonna send this up and say it's like the safer thing and then pass. Sure. Motivate though? We could have motivated, yeah. I mean, we have mobility on everyone, so the motivate, like they have no Iono left, so yeah, this is as good as anything else, to be honest. You switch Stretcher? I mean, I can't attack. There's nothing, I can't kill anything this turn. But I'm actually messing with game plan so bad. One stadium doesn't seem bad in these situations. Yeah, I just don't know what I cut for, to be honest. I have to like try it out. You could have like 2. I'd probably play 2 of them if I was gonna play them. I don't know how you'd fit the area zeros though. It'd be nice to go wide. I feel like my bench management has been poor. Also, I think the way I'm tackling this matchup is also like incorrect. There's like a better way to tackle it for sure. I get to Sob, then E-switch Prism to Clefairy to boss. No, because if they have Turo, I lose anyways. Like the Ursaluna retreating here means they can't attack with Dragapult, so I don't have to do. I mean, I could have done that. I just don't have to. Punch Ursaluna though for next turn. Well, no, I can't because I can't use Grass Pawn here. If I use Grass Pawn here, I deck out. If I go Nitrogen for Grass, use it on the pawn, and then E-switch it over, I literally deck out. We had to stay at 8 cards when we researched. Why don't you Night Treacher for Leaf Energy and then E-switch to Clefairy? Because I would lose. I have 1 card left in my deck. That's why I didn't take the Waterpon off the Ultra Ball before I researched, because I had to stay with 8 cards in my deck exactly. So if you went pro in any other game, which would it be? I have no clue. I haven't played any other game enough to like really have a preference, to be honest. Ideally, it'd be like some kind of like shooter video game. But yeah, I haven't really played a game enough to have really a preference. Are they just like giving up? Okay. Sure. Why wouldn't they wait to see if I decked out? We know what the deck out, duh. No, it was only hitting for 220. Ban Roadie? Terra Box? Wancho's still on the Terra Box? Bolt? Oh, it could be Bolt. That's more boring. Could be the Bolt, though. Is next stream going to be testing the decks you have narrowed your deck selection down up to for Worlds? I'm probably just going to be playing Golden Go at Worlds. I'm just going to be playing Golden Go for the rest of this stream at some point, and then probably all of tomorrow. Begins on Zard, Monkey Dory. Terrabox told you. Zard, Monkey Dory? I think Zard's just bad right now. What you're picking on Enzoro? I don't think it's great. Because the deck has a lot of space for tech. I don't know. I haven't played with the deck at all recently. I don't really have an opinion on it. Alright, well, this Pikachu is annoying, to be honest. How do I deal with this peak? Yeah, actually, how do I deal with this matchup in general? Can they beat Cornerstone? What if I just throw a Cornerstone at them? What do they do? Well, Cornerstone is how I can slow the game down, right? Pagos? I could get Terrapaghost. Oh, that'd be annoying. Primer Boss. Well, they don't play Prime, but they can't Crispin and Boss in the same turn. Unified Beatdown? It would be that guy, right? Maybe I just grab Bundle and then see what they send up, and then we go all in for a knockout, all with Clefairy or not. Yeah, let's just grab Bundle and see what they do. And do we just go? I don't want to go all in, though. Going all in here feels so weak. I don't know. If I put this guy down, they could just go wide and knock it out with, what's it called? Terrapaghost, right? Would it be that hard for them to go that wide, maybe? I guess I could just bench this guy. Okay, now I could just sob this, right? I can just sob this guy, I feel like. They can't Turo. Oh, but they get Crystal. Do they play Turo? They probably play Turo. Ah. They could Turo Crystal Attach Knockout. Might have Switch. Yeah, I could have Switch as well. Want a Torrential Pump? I mean, we can go for it. It's just like, it feels so unlikely to get to the pump. That's why I don't want to do it. It feels super unlikely to get to the pump. If I get there, I mean, it's kind of chill, right? But... oh, that feels so close. Wait, we're literally at Grass Energy? Oh, no, I already played a supporter. All right, now what do we do here? What is our... I think I'm just going to sob and pray. I think we're just going to sob and hope. I get the water energy down. It wasn't that close, actually. I take it back. I could run to Ogerpon and pass with this guy in the active, and also that seems pretty good, to be honest. Passing with this guy in the active also seems pretty decent. And then, like, set up for a Clefairy, but... why is it not as good as Pure Guardy? Jellicent? Because it just feels like you lose to Golden Go currently, with all the boss that they play. It feels like you have a worse Golden Go matchup. That's, like, the main thing for me. And all your other matchups don't necessarily get that much better. if any, better. I just don't actually know the. I just don't really know the matchup spread for Jealous and Guardy, to be honest. But like, Pure Guardy feels like it has a better Golden Glow matchup for sure. Let's see if the Sob works out. We'll see what they play. Maybe Turo's prized as well, right? Turo could be prized, or Crystal's prized. If Crystal's prized, it's kind of the same situation. Well, actually, that's still pretty bad for me, though, I feel like. We'll make it work, though. Beans on Blaziken Polt? I don't know. I've never played with it. I just kind of assume it's worse than Polt Dustnor. There can really only be one, like, best way to play Polt, to be honest. I think it's just Polt Nor. So, I haven't thought about the deck very much. Of course, Grim and Zard matchup, too. Maybe. I don't know if that's true at all or not, to be honest, personally. Honestly, back-to-back torrential pumps into the Pikachu would be fine, right? Maybe Crystal is prized here. Throw the fan road and promote the Pikachu pass. Any strategy playing against Joltik Box? As what? Depends on the deck. Everything's matchup dependent. Oh no, but they can't. Crispin no Turo. Okay, hold up. Sitting there with Cornerstone and trying to boss the Mew for first might have been the play. Well, I wouldn't set up for the boss on the Mew, I don't think. But yeah, sitting with the Ogerpon in the active, I don't hate. You can't snipe Pika? No, if they leave it in the active. If they just like turn it into Pika Pass, then we could go punch Pika, KO Hoot Hoot into KO Pika, KO Noctowl for 4 prizes over 2 turns, putting us ahead in the prize exchange still. It's funny how Jelly seemed good against Zar, but just does nothing against it, or almost nothing. Yeah, I really don't have any clue. I don't have a great vibe on that matchup. Okay, this is pretty good. I mean, it doesn't get better than this situation, to be honest. Like, this is it. I mean, I have the ends planned, but that feels so weak here. I would rather Iona to try and find an E-switch. I can ends plan, go knockout, knockout. It just feels too weak. I feel like I need more. I think I'm not progressing enough there. Maybe I start with the Teal Dance. I'm not guaranteeing the attachment on the active. Alrighty then. No complaints, no notes, pretty good. I don't even know if this is correct, but I kind of want to... Ooh, the Iron Bundle might have been better to play towards, actually. I maybe messed this up. I probably should just save that and just chill. I kind of want this extra energy here, though, so I can use Waterpon again. I don't know. Let's take out the Hoot and see what happens. How would you get around Pika with Armor Rouge box with Moon prized? I don't know. I don't know. I would have to see your list. It's all board state dependent. There's not like a one size fits all answer. Depends on your list. Depends on what I think they play. Depends on the board state. I feel like Psyduck is just a scary story people tell to discourage Polt Nor, but no one is gonna want to include it. I agree. Yeah. I don't think anyone will end up running Psyduck at Worlds. It's not worth to play Crystal Cave in this deck. You mean Sparkling Crystal? No, it's just too hard to find. And the Luminous Energy is good for the prize trade. Yeah, the Legacy Energy is really good for the prize trade. I guess Legacy Energy is also equally hard to find, but the prize trade is like a big deal. The way it changes your prize trade in some matchups is really, really big. I think they mean Area 0. Oh, yeah, Area 0 would be okay. I don't know where you'd find the space. So how do you play this turn? Please reply quickly. My opponent is looking at me suspiciously from across the table. One person wants something in Japan with Psyduck, but yeah, probably gonna just not be worth including. Probably, yeah. So what in your opinion is the better Joltik box list? My most recent list and that I've played with. Am I getting torrential pumped? Am I getting pumped? You're pumping me? You see any brand's new site? I did, yeah. They did? Alright, hey, what happened here? They had nest balls for Fez. It's pretty unlikely that they have Turo here, right? Am I just gonna boss trap the Fez for a turn? I think that's gotta be the play, right? I would like to draw some cards here, I think. Grab this guy. Grab the Ogerpon. Although I could have left the Ogerpon in the deck, though, to be honest. That could have been fine. Oh. I'm used prized, so here we are. Praying for a top deck. I did thin out the deck a little bit, though, I guess. Like, we thin out the deck, right? Job. Do they have Turo in hand from Noctowl? No, I owned them since then, so it's on the bottom of the deck. It's in the deck somewhere. They could have it in hand, but. So do you prefer Cyrano or Terror Orb in this deck? Terror Orb. Is it worth it to boss the Pika there to break its ability? No, because then they're just a thing away from attacking. I don't want to give them that attack, I don't think. Yeah, they're just a Crispin away from Pika knocking me out. Okay, now they could definitely have Turo, especially if they get I need a top deck here, to be honest. It is kind of unfortunate that we prized Mew. Unfortunate that we prized the Mew. Okay. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have retreated to the other Ogerpon and sobbed them with that one. Huh. They would need, like, Crispin here, E-Switch, Turo. They can't do all that in one turn. I don't even know if they play a counter stadium, to be honest. Job. Is Psyduck legal for Worlds? No, it's not out yet. It doesn't release until, I don't even know, around the Mega Set release. Will the Psyduck release, like, with the new set release? Like, will it just be available on PTCG Live on that Thursday? Or do we just not know? Another pump also doesn't knock out the Wellspring? Oh, shoot, good point, yeah. I didn't even see that. Not gonna lie. So Blister promo, so yeah, probs. Is that how it works? I said it doesn't, it like never comes up, right? Where it's like, all right, when is the promo legal though? The promo is the important card. Honestly, we could get cheesed by Sob. No, we can't, because they have to Sob my Ogerpon. I can't get cheesed by Sob. They can only Mew to copy my guy. I have all the power here. All right, I need an energy. I kind of don't want to bench Ursaluna because Ursaluna could get stuck, right? I just want to cycle these energy, attach Psychic to Clefairy, retreat, knockout. Now we got the ends planned though. Maybe it's fine to put this in play. Oh, I still need to get around a Pikachu though. Oh, but if they KO... If they KO with Pikachu, I would need energy on Ursaluna. So maybe I go like... Can you push a corner right? No, because I wouldn't KO the Fez. I think I actually played the ends plan here. How much you hitting for? 200. I could bench Ursaluna, but then it could get bossed. Bench it with an energy. That's probably pretty safe. Yeah, sure, punch. This should be okay. This should be okay. Torchwheel might be sickness form with the baby Torchwheel that stops superior energy retrieval plus everything. Just everything you have one-shotting Grim. I think your Golden Go matchup I think got worse though. I think your Golden Go matchup is pretty bad right now. We do Honeybrand's puzzle on his new website. I already did the. Is there a new one out? I already did all the other ones yesterday. I think End's plan is optimal in this. Seems pretty good. What is the perfection.gg? Is there a new puzzle? It is Monday. Dub. The early game was actually, that was really weird. The early game was super weird with it. The crystal must have been prized. Otherwise, I think the Turo would have happened on their turn. They would have done the Turo play. Honestly, though, I could have just water pawned into the Pikachu and that would have been fine. Which has always got to be Squawk, right? Pretty sure, yeah. I guess we do a prize check. Research. Mask in hand. Legacy's here. Oh, had to be prizing some Pokemon, right? Second Cornerstone. Latias. Second Cornerstone. Second Clefairy. Nice. I'm going first, right? Yeah, so no energy. I was gonna say I could set up for like a motivate angle, I guess. Alright, it's fine. You committing at Worlds this weekend? Competing? Yes. I will be competing. Committing. I will be competing, yeah. I just attached to this guy, and I have no idea what we're up against here, so yeah. All right, be back while they play their turn. All right. It is Guardy. That is a good call. I saw someone say in chat it's either an aggro deck or a Guardy deck. The only other thing what could have been would be like... this has to be my last game with this deck, though. They're living off of Mew. I mean, my hand just kind of sucks. Have you seen the new Chi and Pan deck and how good is it? Chi and Pow deck? No, I have not seen a new Chi and Pow deck. No clue how good it is. I mean, it's probably just bad. I can't imagine Chi and Pow being good right now. Probably can't beat Gardevoir and also can't beat Dragapult. It's fine, you can just Ion to the best hand you've ever seen. Hopefully. I mean, I don't want to Ion with them here either. Splitting the energy even correct here? What am I even trying to attack with here? Clefairy? Doesn't even KO this, does it? No, we're 10 damage short. Oh, if I put it all here though, 3, 4, that might have been enough. I so let's put this guy down. Imagine Chain Power when Dango, Guardy, Pult, Nora are the most played. I mean, I think you could keep up with one of those decks, I'm sure, right? I think I'm just gonna pass with Waterpon or Iron Bundle in the active here. Dude, this is so bad. I haven't attached return yet, right? Yes. Will someone take Tinkaton EX to Worlds? That's what I want to see. True. Do you think Pult Nor with Arven works in this format with the Crystal? No, I think the way that people are playing it is probably the correct way to play it. It seems by far the best. Just research, cycle through your deck, find the good cards. Yeah, research new uppers probably just better. After you're just playing the new Chi and Pow deck, and it's actually really good. It's Dunsparce and Enriching. Oh, what the heck? The Dunsparce and Enriching. Wait, what's your supported for turn? Are you playing Hilda? Is it a Hilda engine deck? But yeah, Pult Nor, just research Neo, yeah. Arven, no. Research Neo, pretty good, pretty good. This is the best I got? What the heck? They don't have anything else? Oh, what the fuck? Both their cards are in their discard pile. Shocked. Pack it up. You appreciate the 5 months there. Pancakes. Go look at Worlds King. Which Typhlosion build, by the way, did you like the most? Pidgeot. Five, 6. I shouldn't dish the whole thing. Four, 5, 6, 7. Oh wait, no, that is enough, right? Unless I'm trolling. That is enough. Four, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he's dead. I said just like hard to treat the water, I think. For a second there, I thought I miscounted still. I didn't have to get Mew there. I could have just rocked the board with no draw power, but felt correct. Now, let's see what they have this turn. You obviously want to try Wugtrio Mill, trust. The deck is, I already tried the deck. The deck's cool. It's just like god awful right now. I double Gimme Gloom in play. My opponent pulled out turn 2 Candy Pult, and I was like 50 HP Gimme is safe in the early game against Pult. He'll be cheating. Bro, that's the only explanation there. Is Iron Metal's attack ever worth using in this deck? I'm sure a situation could come up, yeah. I don't know what it would be, but... I mean, like, theoretically against Pult, maybe, but... If you can somehow get 2 energy... You can somehow get 3 energy on an Iron Bundle, one of them being a water energy. I feel like you have to have had a better play that turn, but that's what comes. That's probably what it is more so than anything. It's like if you can somehow do that, it's like, bro, what the heck are you doing? There had to be a better play here. This cannot be the best play that was available. Curlia, very cute, very cool. They got their Guardies. Well, they got one of their Guardies back actually. Dude, every Guardy I've played against recently has just felt like their deck doesn't do anything. I don't know. I don't know. Every Guardy I have played against recently, literally, it feels like their deck does not do anything. We just body them. Like... I'm not sure why. Not with this deck, but just like the last couple days. With whatever deck I play against, whenever I play against a Guardia, I feel like I just beat them. Unlucky. Oof, this hand is mid. Is that what you're considering for Worlds banned? I don't know. You effectively asked it right there. You're not banned yet. Yet. Dude, they didn't get the energy for the TM Evo? Bro. I am curious to see what they send up when I do this. I can just kill it. I can just knock it out. Oh, wait, what if I, like, move the energy to the Mew and then I Cruel Arrow their Curly? Oh, I should probably just kill it, though. I should probably just kill it. I should probably just kill it. I kind of want to draw some cards with Mew, though. I have like no grass energy left, so this is kind of weird to be honest. I have like no nothing. Do I even have my Ursaluna left? Am I just like out of everything? Ursaluna's gone too? Fuck, dude. I have nothing left. How am I winning this game? Brother, please kill the Ralts. They'll just have Candy Guardian next turn, though. Like, they have Guardian in the deck. They have Ultra Balls. They have 2 candies left. Like, it's not going to stop them from getting Guardian online. Prize cards seem of higher value, to be honest. Oh, shit. Well, now I'm kind of locked in. But the thing is, I'm actually running out of ways to win the game. So I don't know if this makes sense. I get 2 prize cards here, then I don't know how I'm winning the game. How fast can you solve Rubik's Cube? No clue. I've tried. What is my win con, bro? What the heck? I'm just out of his stuff. This guy's got too much energy. Maybe a pump angle? I guess I could pump to win if they don't evolve this. I go knockout or something, I guess. We'll see what they have though. I probably should not have played the mask, to be honest. Playing the mask was bad. Because I could have actually Sob locked Mew and then masked into this guy and won. Yeah, playing the thing was really bad, actually. Playing the mask. We'll see what they have here, though. Treasure Pump doesn't give you a game? Well, I need a boss. It only gives me a game if I have... Yeah. I mean, they could, like, Bravery Charm the Monkey Dory, can't do this into Guardian, then I literally have 0 knockouts available. Like, this guy, I should have kept this guy as a grass pawn for sure. There's too many resources on my active Ogerpon. If I had Ursaluna left, this would have been fine, probably. But I don't have Ursaluna left, so. Definitely should have played that differently. They're just not getting any of the good cards. Do they have any good cards left? Hello? They can't leave this guy alive, though, so I know they have to kill my Ogerpon at least. We have that going for us. Or, actually, I could E-switch double to Mew, and then I hit him with the infinite genome hacking loop. And because they have less time left, they would lose, right? So I could do that. Infinite genome hacking loop. Time my opponent out. Why Ends instead of Poppy? It's just better. You can get your energy from anywhere. Poppy has to go from one Pokemon to another. Ends can go from like multiple Pokemon to multiple Pokemon to one Pokemon. Oh, what the fuck? They put a Bravery Charm on this thing. I can't kill it now. See, now I think I just lose. Now I think I just lose. How do I win now? They had the Bravery Charm for the Rolts. Yeah, now I messed up, though. Isn't Papa also only one? Poppy also only one? No, Poppy's 2, but it's from one Pokemon to one Pokemon instead of multiple Pokemon to your active Pokemon. And I even got the energy off the top. I have no resources left. I played through all my resources too aggressively. LF. What the heck? Wait, Clefairy. Wait, maybe there's hope, actually. 2 boss, 2 Clefairies? Oh, I KO the Mew right now if I get it, right? Oh, shoot. Hang on. We're lock in. We got this. It's a dub. I think we have to play for the win right now, though. Yeah, I have to play for the win right now. Actually, I maybe have an E-switch left. I do, actually. I have plenty of E-switches left. I get the boss here anyway, so it's chill. Yeah! I guess we had to play no matter what, right? No matter what, we're winning. Bonk. If they had Bravery Charm to that, then I win by doing the Gus on the Rolts. Their Bravery Charm was like still correct. I can't lose this match.